What did you say?
The Croucher. You know, everybody knows who the Croucher is.
No.
He's this guy. He might be one of the mentally despondent or whatever I called them.
You called them
mentally departed.
You called them mentally departed in a very PC moment.
And he hangs out over there by just to the left of O'Lorden's. If you're looking at O'Lorden's, that new little shop that opened up. Like I think he lives.
Is there a guardrail there?
There's no guardrail there, and I will take a picture and bring it here.
Are you sure there's no guardrail?
But he's always crouching and smoking a cigarette.
Okay, but he
persists.
But he lives there. Does he have like a house?
I think I've seen him come out the door of where it leads up to those apartments.
So he's just a guy who likes to crouch and smoke cigarettes.
And no way does he have a job.
Wow.
Unless somebody said, I want to pay you to crouch right here and smoke cigarettes.
Those really nice apartments above like Sturgill's and stuff like that?
No, next to that.
Oh, okay.
To the left of that. Mm-hmm. Where that little shop is that used to be Mitzi's or Roxy's or whatever.
Oh.
I totally forgot the name of it. You know what I'm talking about, right? It moved.
You know.
Lux.
Lux, yes.
Yeah.
I knew it had an X in it somewhere.
Yeah.
Or a Z.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those apartments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. That makes more sense. Do you realize you hit the record button?
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
We know we're recording.
Oh, okay.
And just a cold open for your semi-weekly edition of your local satire and current events podcast, Carroll Worldwide.
Yep.
There you go. So anyway, the Croucher.
Croucher.
He went to Goucher.
We should have all these people as super, like the paper waver and the Croucher.
If any of us had artistic ability, it could happen.
How about excuse me?
The
if
fake-
any of us had artistic ability?
Can you draw?
The Flag Kid.
Hello? Yes, of course I can draw.
I didn't know you could draw.
She's holistically artistic.
You've never seen my artwork before, Dennis?
I mean, I think that Birdie's is very well done, but I didn't know it was like you do all the stuff.
I studied fine art oil painting for 10 years before I even went to college.
Oh, see, I thought that I didn't know that you were actually like a drawer.
Oh, I'm a real bona fide, yeah.
Well, why aren't you just making a Westminster comic that we could write and draw?
I'm not an illustrator.
See, I don't even know the terms.
Why else would she be in Gramercy Park?
That's true.
In a rubber dress.
Well, I mean, that
was a whole different.
Not a whole lot of insurance salesmen.
But
no, Gramercy Park.
But like the thespian acting creative part of it covered it. It didn't mean that she was like an oil painting artist.
I can't believe you guys didn't know that about me. Did
Well,
you not know that about me?
He seemed to have.
She's very left-brained.
Well, I mean, Randy's trying to get some cred back with you after like the
after our
kerfuffles.
I've got
a nuclear bomb for that.
Oh, sake.
Well, you just brought it up. What is it?
I finished a painting today. You want to see it? I'll show you.
Show our
viewers.
Show. Look, I just finished this today. This is my painting.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's a real deal.
Yeah.
Let me see. Why is it a picture of me with a spike through my eye?
Oh, because I hate you, Randy, and I want you to die.
Who does that look like, Van Gogh?
It does. It looks a lot like Van Gogh. Not on purpose.
It's
but
like a little impressionist.
In the end, yeah.
What did you title that?
We'll post it. I haven't titled it yet.
It looks like Odin's World Tree.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually
your emphasis was really interesting.
The
like
tree,
Odin's World Tree.
The tree across the street from my house. We can post it.
I forgot the name of it.
So the viewers can look at it.
It's like Yggdrasil?
Yggdrasil, that's right.
We'll post it on the Instagram because we have an Instagram now. You guys should follow us.
Oh, yeah.
Bonus content, all that stuff.
Get on the gram.
And for you Marvel fans, there's a theory that Groot came from Yggdrasil. And that's why Thor can talk to him. How about that?
I think there's a whole planet of Groots.
We're slipping in nerd territory again, guys.
They're really Asgardians, though.
Well, Thor's thousands of years old and knows like a bajillion things. So
he took it as an elective, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys watched American Gods, by the way? Have you ever seen
I read it. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I read
the book.
You read the whole thing?
The whole thing in 2008. Read the whole book.
Have you seen the show with Ian McShane? It's phenomenal.
Yeah, and he is exactly what I thought Wednesday would be.
He's great. He's such a talented actor. I love that guy so much.
Yeah.
Deadwood? Oh, my God.
He had to win everyone over in Deadwood, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't walk out of that not liking the swear engine. Swagin. I don't know that you could you do that show today and not get canceled?
No, of course you could do that show today. You could.
Could you do Blazing Saddles?
Ugh. Probably not. No.
Or the Jeffersons? Or All in the Family? Probably not.
Well, but I think All in the Family was a show about racism. It wasn't a racist show.
Right. So it was like showcasing a racist person.
Right, exactly. It wasn't a racist show per se. It was.
I still think it would get canceled.
Maybe. I mean, if done correctly. Have you seen? There've been remakes.
Oh, I saw the live one last year or something. That was really good.
Woody Harrelson played Archie Bunker. I think.
Jamie Foxx was in it.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we digress.
Yeah.
Do we have an agenda today, Dennis?
We actually have a real agenda. Normally it's me reading off my phone, but Randy sacrificed some really high quality paper to print out an agenda.
That is some nice paper.
24 pound.
Damn. We're worth it.
For a digital ad and website person, some paper.
We're the Dunder Mifflin of digital marketing.
I don't know if that's where you want to be with anything, but can I say that, by the way, I am so fed up of The Office memes. Like, The Office was great when it was out, but, like, come on. Yeah. It's just such a basic bitch move now to be, like, Office memes,
You know, we used one, right?
I know we did. That's what I was sort of a cannon at Randy. But, like, I don't know.
Ouch.
It's just, Randy, I mean, they're funny sometimes, but I'm just like, is there no common comedy that unites the country anymore other than a show that was out in 2006?
No, because everybody gets offended by shit that's funny.
Well, I mean, I tried to watch The Office once, didn't finish. Watched it again, and I watched the first episode, and I was like, this A, wasn't that funny.
I was never a big fan.
And then B, it clearly couldn't even be on the air again.
I was never a big fan.
I think it was, what was the one? Was it like Michael's... he like goes to like a diversity, he like has a diversity seminar and he's doing all of like the racial stereotypes and stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The premise is really funny, but I just didn't laugh that much. Anyway, this is probably my most unpopular opinion I've had.
Comedy TV shows are so esoteric now, like Letterkenny.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
But it's very niche.
It's very niche. And then I just now discovered Portlandia.
Oh God, you just now discovered Portlandia is hysterical.
It's brilliant.
But it's old, first of all.
I know it's old, but it is very niche.
Yes.
You know what's a great new comedy that I just discovered? It's Ted Lasso. It's on Apple Plus. Jason Sudeikis. It is so funny and so smart.
I'll watch it in 2035.
I think my big thing that I won't watch it is like I'm just saturated with streaming services.
Right, yeah.
It's like I have so many. It's exactly where I said it was going to be, which is we're back at cable.
Yeah, whatever you want, whenever you want.
And there's going to whoever's, I don't know who's going to do it first. Someone's going to be like, we've reached a deal with Netflix, HBO, Disney, and Apple, and we have a package, and we're calling it Bundle. And Bundle's going to charge you 3% less than having them all together, but you'll have commercials.
Are they going to call it Bundle or are they going to call it Fundle?
I don't know.
Ooh, Fundle.
Fundle sounds like Fondle though.
But I will continue to pay a premium not to watch commercials. Like if I watch sports and I see commercials, I'm like, oh my whole brain just starts melting. I'm like, I can't.
What's happening?
I've like changed my whole sports watching habits.
Right.
Like I ignore social media until halftime of a game, and then I catch up so that the fourth quarter's live.
Right.
That's what I try to do.
Oh.
Just to avoid, because like think about it, you can just like get back 45 minutes of your life. If you're disciplined, think about all the time you watch commercials.
It's true.
What our childhood, all those commercials.
Mm-hmm. So many commercials.
Oh my God, my kid remembers commercials from when she used to be over my mother-in-law's house like months and months ago, and is still talking about those darn kid toys commercials.
Oh my God, Dennis, I met your wife, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah, she was really.
She's
nice.
real.
Yeah, she is.
She's
real.
not just online.
She does exist.
Yeah, she's real.
Yeah, she's very nice.
She is nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's listening or not, but she's nice. There's no one's coercing me. I'm not blinking.
She introduced herself as your wife.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, you're Isabel's mom.
Mm-hmm.
So is this pre-show?
No, this is.
No, we started the show.
Oh.
We don't have a show. We're just.
No,
talking.
we have a show.
Do we have a show?
We have a real show, but I mean, I don't know. Things are happening.
We got stuff to talk about.
People like it when we talk to each other.
Do they?
Yeah.
We should poll our users.
And I think people like it when you and I fight. So.
Have you heard
that's not going to happen today.
Have you heard that on the streets?
I've heard that on the streets. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm from the streets. As you know.
You're like the tramp, and she's like the lady.
I'm the ruffian hellion from the street.
I think it's actually the opposite. I think I'm the tramp and he's the lady.
None of us would say that about you, but you said it yourself. I don't know what to say. We're learning a lot. Self-styled tramp and artist.
What else is new with Sherri?
Yeah, what's new with you? She's so happy. I don't get it.
Well, she's laughing a lot. Doesn't mean she's happy.
No, but you seem to be in a good space.
We talked about you dipping your toe into the cesspool of the online dating world, which was quite a visual.
Yes, I did.
How are things going?
Really, really well, actually.
Really well.
Yeah, really well. Yeah.
So you're still seeing the same guy?
I am still seeing the same guy.
Really?
Yes, I can actually hold on to a man for 3 whole months.
Is love in the air?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh.
Is strong like in the air?
Yes, very much so.
Interesting.
Does he know about your podcast?
Don't end it yet.
I did mention it to him at some point in time, but I don't think he's a big fan of podcasts in general. So I don't think he's ever listened to the podcast.
Huh.
Which is okay.
What if it's the opposite and he pretends not to, but he like he's
notes.
metagamed against you and listened to all the podcasts to like make all the right moves in this early stage?
Well, bravo to him for his homework then, I would say. I mean, that's a little...
Is it dishonest?
No, I mean, whatever. It's a little stalky, but that's okay.
I mean, he is dating you, so it's not like that stalky, I guess. But not fessing up is the stalky.
You're going to drive by on 97 and see him measuring that joke of a guardrail there and making notes and being like, you know what, Sherri? Randy was right. And you're going to have your first fight ever.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. No, he would be on my side.
So you're happy now?
I'm really, really happy.
Happier than you've been in the past?
In a long time, yes.
Question.
Yes.
Will you ever start wearing a color?
No.
You'll stick with just straight black?
No.
Okay.
Johnny Cash.
Why are you answering for her?
I'm Johnny Cash.
Because I know the answer.
Johnny Cash wasn't as happy as you are now.
I've been wearing all black every day for my entire life since the time I was about 14. I don't own any clothes with color.
Man.
Interesting.
Can you imagine her parents, like one of them's like, it's got to be just a face. It's got to be just a face.
I think my mom is still telling herself that, actually. Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, can I add to your happiness?
Sure.
I have a gift for you.
Really?
A gift?
By mid-April, I'll be able to have coffee and eggs again.
Really?
What's happening?
Why? How?
I had a dip. Remember I told you I was getting a different test called a leap test that's more in-depth and supposed to be more accurate. Well, it said that eggs and coffee were fine.
Oh.
But then what is not fine?
You'll never believe this. You're never going to believe this.
Vegetables.
Most vegetables.
And massages.
And broccoli. Broccoli is like one of the worst. And capsaicin, which really bothers me.
What's
I love capsaicin. It's the chemical that's in like red peppers. Like really hot stuff. Yeah, so I got to stay off of that for... You look genuinely concerned right now.
I would be concerned if red pepper was a thing, yeah.
Nothing in my test was like in the red, so to speak, like really dangerous. There were some things that I should avoid for like a month, and then I'll be able to have them again if I eliminate them for a while, and my sensitivity goes down. And broccoli. Broccoli was the only vegetable I would eat.
I was going to say, I remember you talking about, but wow.
I thought you said you felt better since you made the initial changes anyway.
I did. But now I can get even better.
Well, what is it that you're not having now that you want?
Sugar. That's the biggest one.
Oh, you're not having any added sugar?
Oh, yeah. I cut that out.
How does that? I don't know if I could ever do that. I'm like such a sweet tooth.
I just avoid it. To get used to it.
I've done it. I've done it. It's not easy, but
just like that's it.
okay.
I'm down. I maybe will have one like Reister bunny a day, but other than that, nothing.
Oh, that's nothing. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I have a surprise for you too. You are no longer banned for life.
Yes.
From Birdie's Cafe, you may come back.
Yay! Okay.
I lift your ban.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. It's a total opposite show of last week.
It's been awkward at Carroll Worldwide Towers since that happened.
Yeah, Randy and I just giving each other dirty looks all the time, and yeah, it's bad.
In between you being in the cesspool of dating and the dirty looks, it's been very filthy.
But didn't I predict this? Didn't I say, filthy. Couldn't this guy be like the lonely waferette floating amid the sea of cesspool?
Yes, you did.
You said, yes, you did make that analogy, metaphor.
But I thought that was too good to be true because he was quite literally one of the first people I ever started talking to. So I didn't think like it was going to be...
What's the chances?
quite that easy, right? To meet somebody who I was compatible with and I really genuinely liked.
Oh, man. But putting this all on the air, now you got pressure.
Whatever. I think he knows how I feel about him.
Randy's going to make a clip show version of that.
Oh, my God.
It's going very well so far, so
we're happy for you.
Let's not jinx it.
Okay.
I'm not. No jinx. No jinx.
I don't know, though. The show might not be quite as good if I'm happy, though.
Yeah, it's true. The sitcom variety would be we would like try to walk the line between sowing discord in your relationship but not ending it.
Right.
Oh, don't worry. I'm still an arrogant prick.
Randy will still do his role.
I'm the poisonous capsaicin of the show.
I'm never, ever going to tell you his name or where he lives.
Well, because he's not real, so.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be funny if he wasn't real?
That'd be quite an actress. You are a thespian, so that could...
If it made you happy, I'd be fine. You could just get like...
It's my imaginary paramour.
Maybe you have a waifu pillow.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
As long as it makes you happy. If it makes you happy. Okay. So we're so far off track.
That's okay.
Walmart Wars?
Yeah, this isn't very long. I just saw someone talking about Walmart, and they had some questions about the Hampstead Walmart, and this guy chimed in, and he wrote, and I quote, "Being a former manager with Walmart and still knowing a lot of the people that work for the company, I kind of know how Walmart corporate thinks."
This is a great voice.
Yeah.
Which to me is like the dumbest flex I've ever seen, to say that you really understand the fabric of how Walmart's mind.
You're a Walmartologist.
Yeah, you're a Walmartologist. That's like, I just had to make fun of that guy.
I wonder how many...
I'm an expert on junk food.
Wow.
Clean up in aisle knowledge.
I've known at least 5 of the authentic locations from the people at Walmart website.
I've been through the greeter training session 27 times. Excuse me?
By the way, it's totally cool if you work at Walmart, but it's just like you're right, it's a weird flex.
Right, to brag about it.
When he said he's former, right?
Yeah, he's former, but he
Doesn't
still
even work for them anymore.
I still keep in touch as a consultant to the Walmart management layers.
If you could have just said, "I'm a Walmart employee," and here, like you can say that without making it like a weird internet flex thing.
I think I know how Walmart works, honey, sweetie.
Let me mansplain to you.
Mansplain Walmart. Meanwhile, she's like Lorraine Target or something.
Oh,
way above his pay grade. Oh, you're one of those Target elites, I see.
When's the last time you had to go to Walmart?
Never.
Just when I get my Russell gym shorts.
Do you go there
As
for that?
you know, no.
There's some reason...
I can't remember the last time I've been there.
I had to go there because there was something that Walmart had that Target didn't. And every time I go there, I'm like, this is why I don't want to come back. And it's not often.
You should just order that shit for Amazon.
There was some reason why it was, I don't remember this. I don't remember. There's some reason why I wanted it like now, or someone in the house needed it now.
Amazon?
You don't have Amazon Prime?
We do have Amazon Prime, but it's not Prime.
Not supporting local businesses?
Well, sometimes there's things that you can't buy in a local business. I will support Amazon before I support Walmart. Absolutely.
Okay,
yes.
but between those two, I'm with you.
Do you know what I really do online a lot is Etsy. I do Etsy because, I mean, even though it's not necessarily a small business in my community, it is a small business person.
Sometimes they're tricky. Sometimes they're like, there's this front that's like a thing.
I sniff that shit out, though. I do. Okay. I can tell the difference. Handcrafted items, things like that.
I wouldn't know. I don't really do much Etsy stuff, but
maybe I should know how Etsy works.
Etsy. I think I know.
Mr. Etsy.
By the way, speaking of flexes and TV, did you see that Netflix is showing a special on the death of Blockbuster?
Yes.
They're solely responsible for that.
Right. So like Amazon should put out a thing about the death of Best Buy.
Oh, yeah, they should.
I don't think Best Buy's quite dead yet, but...
They're floundering. Mm-hmm. I like Best Buy, but Blockbuster was clearly killed by Netflix.
Blockbuster is dead except for, I think there's one shop. There's one Blockbuster that remains.
Really?
It has its own Twitter account. It's like Twitter account's fired. I forget.
Is that the one that said, hey, Reddit, do your thing? Mm-hmm. That was great.
All right. So, those Walmart wars. I mean, that wasn't really a war. Wait, what was he even giving an opinion about?
I don't remember.
Oh, we don't even know. Lost in the winds of time.
Yeah,
okay.
Yes, exactly.
So then there was a very angry scree at DoorDash, specifically Deborah DoorDash.
Yeah.
Debbie does DoorDash.
That'd be a great porno.
Would it though?
Yes.
I mean, then all you need is the name.
9.5 weeks, and
Here's your hay chicken, sir.
Can I feed that to you?
I see you wanted me to hand it to you.
Okay, yeah, keep going. Got this script 90% written.
Do you want the nuggets? I'll take your nuggets. Look, I've got the nuggets now.
Okay, 2 minute nuggets.
Dipping sauce.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, I'll make the dipping sauce for you. I think I know how dipping sauce works. Oh, it's you?
It's a Walmart guy.
Yeah, Walmart guy.
He is not cast in our porno.
But just was, actually. He's the only cast member so far.
Yeah, really.
No, we're just fleshing it out right now.
Okay, we're the producers, directors, not the actors.
Speak for yourself.
Wow.
Depends.
Is this the cesspool of online dating? I think I know how cesspools. Never mind.
The septic guy.
So what happened? This guy ordered DoorDash and she never brought it, and she delivered it to somebody else's house.
So this actually gave me a DoorDash awakening, where like I have ignored DoorDash so thoroughly based on prior conversations, but when I've been out doing carryout, I've been perceiving like the pervasiveness of DoorDash picker-uppers and how much of carryout has basically gone to DoorDash. And it's like, man, it's like a less respectful version of Uber. Like they just feel, it seems like, because I hear them, they're also like talking shop when I'm picking food up sometimes, and they're just getting like squeezed from DoorDash like mercilessly, like getting $7 to go to Owings Mills and bring something back. Ugh. And it's like,
but they get tipped on top of that.
It's not always.
Not always, right?
Well, I do. Whenever I've used it.
I know you're a good person.
People are very bad about tipping for carry out.
As a DoorDasher, I think that you can see like what the tip is before you even accept the order. So you could choose to just not even take it.
No, you can always choose not to take it, but between that conversation, I'm like, man, this seems like a raw deal. But it's like both Uber and DoorDash, they're like designed to like string people through, so they keep taking it and they don't find something different, but they're not ever really getting much more to subsistence, you know? And I could see, like, I've read those articles and I'm listening to these people talk and I'm like, it's like the case studies right in front of me. But then I also saw some terms on maybe like Carroll Eats, and someone else mentioned like phantom kitchens. Have you heard about this?
Yeah,
ghost
there's
kitchens.
a couple of them.
Ghost kitchens. Tell us what ghost kitchens are.
What's that all about?
So there's a couple of places here. I'll bring up my DoorDash app that I have not opened in a long time.
Looking very nervous over there.
And,
don't squander this goodwill.
So there's a couple of like organizations, and I think that they might be. Let me read a couple to you. Like you'll go through DoorDash and see like things that you've never heard of before. Like, okay, so here's one: Mr. Beast Burger.
Not a real thing in Westminster.
It's not, but they're using one of the locations here, one of the kitchens around here. We think that they're using Green Turtle, because I was talking to one of our colleagues about it, and he ordered from there, and he sent me a screenshot of the map where it was coming from, and it was coming from Green Turtle. And
because they would have to use a health department approved kitchen. I would think.
Yeah, that's what a ghost kitchen is. And there's another one. It's called the Burger Den or something like that. It's not on here right now, but you can get burgers and chicken sandwiches, and it's coming from Denny's. So they're using Denny's kitchen, the Burger Den. Here it is.
So who is they?
That somebody doing like a little side hustle and trying to?
I don't know. It said it's sponsored by Denny's. It might actually be Denny's.
Well, it might be too. These places are like, we don't like the brand, like McDonald's or Taco Bell. If there's a problem with DoorDash, like no one's ever that satisfied with the service there, right? So like, if people complain, it's like whatever. It's part of the model.
You don't go there for the quality of the food.
No.
Right, or the service.
It's called a virtual brand.
Right. Okay. So, but what they probably have decided is it's not like DoorDash doing it. It's like Denny's saying, we think that if we position a bunch of sandwiches on DoorDash, A, we'll get more business than if we're just Denny's in that market, and B, we then don't have people bitching at Denny's for the food problem. They're bitching at whatever, the Burger Den or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's really interesting.
That is really interesting. Maybe I should make a phantom kitchen.
Right.
So, I won't have all that snark.
Sparrows.
That snark
Wormies.
feedback.
Wormies. Your food's guaranteed ruined. Wormies. But I just again, not only the compensation model, but the fact that no one is to blame for DoorDash problems. If they just if your burger's been smashed and is gross and stuff like that, no one's gonna ever
come by and pick it up and take it back.
Yeah, they're gonna point the finger at the place, and the place is gonna point the finger at DoorDash. It just seems people do it all the time, obviously, but I've never done it. I never will.
So this Deborah thing is just a situation where the food was picked up and not delivered to the customer.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And he was mad at Deborah.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe.
What's his recourse?
Deborah got into a car accident on the way over.
Maybe she was run off the road by some teenagers, some bad kids.
Who would do that?
We've got a lot of bad kids in this county.
But Carroll hates kids.
Yep.
We got a lot of that.
Yep.
What do you want to say? What do you want to start with first?
We just have several stories. We'll just bullet point it. We had the kids trying to run the I think it was the wife, the dad, and the two little girls off the road.
What?
And it was two kids in two different cars, or two groups of kids in two different cars that were just driving very recklessly. It got to the point where this guy sent me the license plate and said, "Can you get the VIN number for this?" Or no, I'm sorry. He sent me the VIN number. He got the VIN number somehow. And he goes, "Are you on Carfax?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Can you add this license plate and VIN number to your Carfax and see who it is?" And I added it, but I can't see who it is, but I can see all of their repair, the repair they had, how much mileage they've got, and et cetera, whether they're due for some maintenance. Nothing interesting. So we got that. We got some kids bullying, some 10, 11-year-olds bullying some 3-year-olds at the Tawnytown Park.
I saw that one too.
A couple of incidents there at the park. We had kids running through the woods shooting something. One of them said, "Did you kill it?" And the other one said, "Yeah." And they kept running, and people were concerned. And I'm thinking, well, and I even commented, well, he said, "Did you kill it?" Not did you kill him, her, or them.
You think it's like a groundhog or raccoon or something.
Yeah, or another child's spirit. You never know. Mm-hmm. You never know. There was those, and a kid's scooter got stolen and replaced with a rusty one.
That's a diabolical move.
Somebody was on their rusty scooter and was like, "Oh, I like this LED scooter better. I'm gonna leave this one here and take that one."
No one will ever be the wiser.
That is correct. That's correct. But an interesting little conversation happened there about the kids being bullied by the older kids, and somebody said you should call the police and get the police involved. And this guy wrote, "I'll handle it myself. F the police." And the original poster said, "I've got family that's in law enforcement. I don't appreciate that comment." And I think what that person meant was not F the police like you'd think, on its own. I think he meant
not NWA.
Right, not NWA. But more like the police aren't going to have any kind of leverage here because kids like that don't respect authority in the first place. But a crazy MFer is going to scare them straight. That's what I think he meant.
That scenario was the one I actually thought about the most because I was like, what if there were some kids that were just way, way older than my kid and were just teasing them? And I'm just thinking, I don't even think that an 8 or 10 year age gap at that age, I'm not even sure that the younger kid's going to know exactly what's they're going to be this is weird, but I don't know. So I think you would just pack it up because yeah, you could make a big stink about it, but are you really doing that for you or are you doing that for your kid?
Yeah.
It depends. It just depends. But 11-year-olds talking about, I think, were they talking about the kid's haircut or something ridiculous?
I don't remember something
They
like
were
that.
making fun of his name and his haircut.
A 3-year-old's.
Yes.
10, 11-year-olds do that to me.
Yeah, but that's deserved.
That's warranted, yeah.
That's,
I still cry and go home to my mom.
Well, the long-suffering Mrs. Goldstein is your wife, not your mother.
Depends on the day.
I'd say it's 50,
depends on the wheel spin.
It's 50-50. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have handled that situation well, just FYI.
I was thinking about it because it was in the context of the show. It's Sherri probably would have just torn those kids a new butthole, right?
I would have. And I spent a lot of time dealing with bullies, especially with Sebastian. And it never ended well for the other people. So yeah, I don't like bullies.
What's been your experience as like what was the best thing to do for Will Sebastian in those scenarios? Just like to go in, Tiger Mom, and destroy them, or like did sometimes you overcommit and he didn't? Like, you tell me. I'm curious.
It got to the point where after elementary school, he would specifically say to me, "I'm going to tell you this story, but I don't want you to do anything about it." Mm-hmm. And then I would have to restrain myself. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that we all learned a lesson with that.
Okay.
But yeah, little kids, when they were very small, when they were, pre-middle school, I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
I mean, don't mess with a mama bear.
No, unless you want to get bit.
Yep. You just don't do it.
Or mauled.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or have cocaine like Cocaine Bear. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that story?
No.
Cocaine Bear?
Cocaine Bear, sure.
There's what's her name? They optioned the movie Cocaine Bear, which is about a bear that finds hundreds of pounds of cocaine and does it. He
eats it.
It's a real story.
Does it affect you? Like, does the mucous membrane?
Oh, it gets high.
Yeah.
It's based on a real story, and what's her name? She was Rita Repulsa in the newest Power Rangers movie. She's directing.
I can't remember who, but
she's
I've
listened to she's like transitioning from like acting to directing.
Oh, really? Oh,
it seems like it at least. But at any rate,
yeah,
Cocaine Bear.
But back to the kids. The dad who was posting about the kids who almost ran his wife and daughter off the road. Mm-hmm. He said, against my feelings, I went to the police. I'm reporting this to the police.
Okay.
And I said, what do you mean against your feelings? And he said, well, I wanted to chase him down. And I thought, oh, that's what you meant. That I understand. So that I think,
yeah,
that's what I definitely would have done that. I think you would have too.
You can't. Well, but you can't road rage with two little.
You can.
Kids.
It's a bad idea, but you can.
You shouldn't road rage with two little kids.
And to be clear, they were driving too. Like everyone's in a car in this scenario. They're not walking on the road.
Well, whoever runs out of gas first, because you can just follow them until somebody runs out of fuel or they park.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is like run them off the road. It was not pedestrians. It was a car, a family in a car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the right move.
Yeah, believe me, I've had my whole family screaming at me more than once while driving. So
that's probably because you're a bad driver.
That too. Lots of reasons. Watch the guardrail. We just got her.
We're going into the pond.
Yeah, help.
Were you ever the dad that just got the coffee at the McDonald's drive-thru?
I never go. Not McDonald's.
The apocryphal story is the dad
water
whose kids are screaming to go to McDonald's. He goes through. He's like, fine, we'll go. He goes through the drive-thru and he orders one large black coffee and just like destroys his children because they all want Happy Meals or whatever. That's the apocryphal story. But
I wouldn't do that.
That's so mean.
My dad did stuff like that to me. But I wouldn't do that to my kids. I'm not going to pass on that.
Your dad or your dunkle?
Sins of the father. No, my actual dad.
Okay.
When I was little.
He did that?
He did stuff like that, yeah.
What would he do?
I wanted a motorcycle really bad, and I kept bugging him about it. I was probably 13.
Because you weren't really little.
Right. I was in middle school. Mm-hmm. And he's like, all right, let's go to the cycle shop. There's a cycle shop in Eldersburg called C&L Cycle we went to. He had me sit on the different Yamaha, the Suzuki RM80 I really liked, and there was the Yamaha YX. Mm-hmm. And he was like, well, which one do you like? And he's asking all these questions. And I was like, I like the Suzuki better. Mm-hmm. And we're there for like an hour. He's like, okay, let's go home. I said, what? He goes, I'm not buying you a motorcycle. What are you, crazy? Just wanted you to see him. So that was kind of disappointing.
Was he trying to trick you? Or was he just like...
I think he was.
Man.
He definitely had a sick sense of humor.
Do you think he...
So, hello.
I was going to say, like, this Randy can't ever be real with his emotions because he doesn't know someone's going to play a joke on him.
You know, I don't need to go through therapy right now.
Okay, well, this is the...
We don't need a breakthrough.
Look, Randy has daddy issues.
Look, so does every character on Lost, all right? It's easy writing. Okay? But no, that was good. That was a good breakthrough. You can't get massages.
I think he's crying.
But that's got nothing to do with people touching me. I just don't like it. That's
because you don't want them to touch your heart.
That's why I'm watching my cholesterol.
Oh man, It's so underrated how many funny Randy things that we uncover.
Yeah, it really is.
That's a crazy story because it's like I
like to just dole them out slowly.
Yeah,
I don't want to blow my whole load on the show.
You're an onion.
We appreciate that.
Randy's are like onions.
I can't have onions either.
Your kids are going to be a lot happier, but they're probably going to have a lot less interesting stuff.
Good. I hope they do. I hope their stories are boring.
Because Randy has to be the funniest one in the family.
Dad won't stop doing this podcast. It's terrible.
It's so embarrassing.
He keeps calling it the pod.
My daughter's like, I got friends that listen. Do not ever mention my name. Like,
really?
Whatever. Yeah.
That's like you get cool dad cachet. Because like cool dad cachet, it's like when they're little, it's like good. And then when it's like inverts, where like you're probably like your reputation of being known as like a negative no matter what it's for. And then it probably like flips up again.
Yeah. We'll build a chart and graph.
Yeah, we're good at that.
Yeah.
We could definitely do that.
We got one more thing to talk about though before we get to the top 10.
Oh, racist indoor sports.
Yes.
We didn't talk about that.
Right. And I
want to hear this story.
I need your guys' input on this now that we're 36 minutes into the podcast.
Don't worry, we're going to go an hour.
And this is probably this is going to be one of the favorite parts of it. So
you okay, it better be.
On the Westminster Online community, the smaller one, right? Where there's a lot of political arguments, discussions.
This is the leftover unofficial one, not the one that was nuked from orbit.
That one was nuked. The one that came after it was nuked. The one that was called Unfiltered was also nuked, and now there's two left that is like another Westminster Online Unfiltered.
But they're semi-moderated. They have to.
Yes.
The lesson learned is you can't unmoderate.
Right. And
well, they always take it back. You can always they were all moderated, but you have to have a strong hand. And
if you report something, the admin will post a screenshot of your report with your name on it for everybody to shame you. Because the more people that report, the more likely the group is to get closed down. So he has to.
So you contact. Oh, got you. So like the Facebook, it's all Facebook CYA. Like if Facebook doesn't quote no, they can't be held accountable. So the admins are supposed to. It's like putting the strongest guy in the block in charge of the jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this group.
So who shanked who?
Somebody posted a meme, and people were trying to be divisive and everything. Somebody posted a meme of some people playing
a GIF.
The picture was people playing billiards. Okay, and it said, "Are we going to cancel pool because the white ball knocks all the colored balls into the pockets?"
Oh Jesus!
Right. So I commented.
For God's sake.
This is where it gets fun when I enter the picture, of course.
It's always the story.
The fun Randy group.
So I commented, "What about bowling? The big black ball knocks down all the white pins with the red necks."
That's really good.
It's not. I didn't make it up. Either Martin Lawrence or Eddie Murphy made it up.
Good to your comedy.
Your
comedy roots. You refuse to even take tangential plagiarism credit.
I don't want to because it's such a good analogy. Mm-hmm. But I commented that it was lighthearted. People thought it was funny. But one guy commented seriously, and I will categorize this guy as a future active shooter.
Oh my!
He's very unstable. And very negative, and just never gives anything.
He's not one of the happy-go-lucky lucky shooters?
Not at all.
Just like a playful
hey, everybody. Always look on the bright side. So I make the joke about bowling, about it being the big black ball knocking down the white pins. He comments, "I never liked bowling. Everybody that bowls is disgusting, and it's just a stupid sport." What do you think of that comment?
I mean,
it's not relevant.
He seemed to really dislike my analogy, though.
Well, it was in response to your analogy, but also not really addressing your analogy. Like the point of the analogy is like poking fun at the initial meme, as opposed to like you're not really making a bowling comment.
Right, but he didn't say anything about pool, though. He just didn't like bowling. Mm-hmm. So I did, the little emoji with the little thinking face with the guy with the finger on his chin?
Yeah, that's a very infuriating emoji when...
I posted that and I wrote, "So why would you say something like that?" And he goes, "Oh, go ahead, call me a racist." And I replied, "Well, hey, at least you had the balls to come out and just admit it." Because to me, that sounded like he didn't like that the big black ball had the advantage in these different analogies.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure I would have gotten that from that comment.
Wow, I was more sensitive than you?
Well, you seem to know who this... You seem to have...
You
this
think
person...
me as an overly sensitive person?
I mean, to stuff like this, I think you are more than I am.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
On the woke scale, I think you're
Yeah.
more woke than Randy.
Oh,
right?
I'm still asleep for sure.
But like, but you know who this? But don't you? This person has a track record in your brain too, right?
He has a track record of being very unstable, not necessarily being racist.
Yeah, but you were. I mean, I think when you can attribute it to like a person who's not just like a story, like I think like your reaction's probably more genuine.
There's more though.
Ours is still.
But
stilted.
wait, there's more.
There's more.
Oh, all right.
So I exited the conversation at this point because it was
Exit
just,
stage left.
It was you know what's you engage and then you're like, why did I engage? And then you just sort of stop talking. But other people started talking.
We don't know, but we intuit.
That's how it is with me. Mm-hmm. So other people started talking, and I'm just watching this conversation unfold, and it's getting worse and worse. And then all of a sudden, a friend of mine writes, "Hey, where did so and so's comments go?" And I didn't see him either. And what happened was, not only did he block me, but he deleted all of his comments. Because other people he did not block, but they could not see his comments either. So he must have had 20 or 30 comments. He went through and deleted every single one, and then blocked me.
Okay.
To me, that's an admission of guilt. Welcome to the first ever Judge Randy.
I don't know that you're qualified for that.
Really? You think?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it seems part and parcel to like unstable, crazy Facebook stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you did it. You exposed racism.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. You're welcome, America.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you only get the Westeros Online back up,
God.
There's
I tried to delete that thing.
There's 3 new prequel series coming out, Randy. So you'll be back.
Maybe the memes will come back.
3. Talk about not getting the zeitgeist. What is HBO thinking? They're like no one cares. No one wants to see more of this.
No.
I do.
I don't.
You're like the only one.
I don't.
I don't know if I'm ever going to even read the books if they come out.
I don't think I will
The history
either.
of the Targaryens?
No, I just...
There's a flea bottom thing being developed.
Flea bottom. That's so English. Flea bottom. Isn't that? It's a very Harry Potter.
Flea bottom?
Harold Flea Bottom.
Flea bottom is the worst neighborhood
Oh,
in
that's
King's
right.
Landing.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about Fleabag for a second. I went directly to Phoebe Waller-Bridge,
No.
who is fantastically funny, by the way.
I've heard that's a good show.
It's an amazing show,
Yeah.
and everyone should watch it.
My wife watched it without me, and that was like one of the shows I had in that bucket where I was like, oh, this is a good show I can watch with Diana. And then she watched it, and I'm like,
She'll watch it again. I bet you she'll watch it again. Yeah, I bet she will. It's so good.
I guess we're
Flea bottom,
43 minutes in. I
Flea
guess.
bottom.
Guess we can get to the top 10.
Okay.
Sherri is a top 1,000 for us today.
Oh yeah, let's just.
It's gonna be a long show.
887 grass clippings.
We did it off air, but no surprise. She's a Letterman fan.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Can we thank our correspondent for bringing to our attention Tony Town again?
Oh yeah, Tony Town typo rose again. Fan put it on our posted the screenshot. Thank you.
Yeah.
Any Tony Towns, let us know.
Yep. Or Tiny Towns.
Yeah, any of those typos.
Tony
Town typos.
Tony.
If I ever sponsor a sports team,
post it with respect.
So this is the top 10 things I like about. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's for someone else. The top 10 things for bad kids to do in Carroll County.
okay, bad kids.
So here we go. Number 10, pick up DoorDash and don't deliver it.
Ooh.
I think her name was Deborah. Ooh.
Number 9, blow grass clippings into the road.
Is grass clippings his name?
We're close. We're really close to grass clipping seasons. We should
Yeah.
probably do a pool when the first grass clippings post happens.
Mm-hmm.
I think
April 15th, tax day.
That's grass clipping day.
I was gonna say like the 13th, but that's good.
We should have a pool like they do,
Like
when
Super Bowl or Death Pool or something.
Yeah, or when the car's gonna fall through the ice or whatever. They do in
American Gods, yeah.
yeah, American Gods, exactly.
In the book I read.
I can't believe you actually
Novel.
read an entire
Neil Gaiman.
book.
Gaiman?
Wow.
Whatever.
I'm
I don't think
impressed.
he's gay man. I think it's guy man.
Guy man.
But I mean, whatever works for him.
I tried to read Neverwhere, but
Good. Retry Good Omens.
That's a good one too. Yeah. Number 8, offer to jerk off on someone's Dr. Seuss book.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah, for free.
there's people outside the door.
Number 7. They haven't heard about jerking off? I mean, come on. Number 7.
They're only 3.
Well, they'll learn soon enough. Number 7, add more rocks and clumps of dirt to our already shitty playing fields. That's a great thing for bad kids to do. Mm-hmm. Number 6, order a venti macchiato from Birdie's. Little bastard.
Venti? I don't know what that is. Sorry.
I don't know what you mean by that.
I know a lot about venti macchiato.
Let me tell you about coffee.
Manager at Starbucks.
I think I know something about birds and coffee.
I actually don't know anything about birds. Number 5, move trash from one Italian restaurant to another. Mm-hmm. Number 4, bust up Dennis's D&D game.
Oof.
Bad kids.
You gotta hack me.
Bad kids. Number 3, remove guardrails from the Jiffy Mart parking lot so cars will go into the pond.
Or bad 36-year-olds could do that, like me.
Number 2, apprentice with Tony and Tony Down.
Hey. Respect.
Hey, Tone.
And the number 1 thing for bad kids to do in Carroll County, try to date my daughter. Yeah, that little shit's still around. I can't get rid of him.
Oh,
She's still dating him?
Yeah.
What?
No.
We're gonna cut that.
We're gonna cut that.
Just in case.
No. I want him.
Trust me, your lawyer says don't do that.
I want him to experience severe injury, not by me.
All right, on that chipper note, I'm Dennis.
I'm Randy.
I'm Sherri.
See you later.